Hey guys, be sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram for extra content you won't see here. Click the links in the description below.
Hey, what's up guys, E94 back again with another action figure review, and this time we're looking at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Thor The Dark World Thor and SIF 2-pack from the first 10 years 10th anniversary Marvel Studios set of figures. I don't even know how to call this. I guess just say what's on the box, but it's labeled online as 10th anniversary. It's labeled on the box as the first 10 years, but this is Hasbro's way of paying tribute to the MCU, to the first 10 years of the movies. It's been a decade since it started with Iron Man 1, and now we're all the way here to Avengers Infinity War, and Ant-Man and the Wasp comes out next week. So it's been crazy. It says the first 10 years almost as if they're, planning for another 10 years or so on, which I know we're going to get many more years of Marvel movies. There's no end to that. But I think this is a cool thing they're doing for the movies, is releasing figures that they pretty much skipped out on in the past. There are a few figures that we did get before, but they're making subtle changes to it. But these two we did not get at all. We never got a SIF, and we never got Thor from the Dark World movie, I don't believe. I know we got the first Thor movie and Ragnarok for sure, but I don't recall ever seeing a Dark World series of legends, so they kind of skipped out on that movie, unless I can't recall it, but I don't remember them releasing that. A lot of more things can come from this. A dark elf from the movie Malekith. They can make Malekith for sure. They haven't even shown anything about that, so there's plenty more characters from the movies that they could definitely do, so I hope they keep it going. So the side of the box has a little read-up. We got the year 2013, which is the year the movie came out, Thor The Dark World, and if you want to read the read-up, you can do so right now. Just pause the video. Alright, now we're at the back side of the box, and we have a number 5 this time around. We actually had number 8 for the Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket 2-pack, so I'm pretty sure this is the order in which you are supposed to organize them, because if you turn it to the other side, we do get a picture from the movie. We got concept art on the side here, and you can connect them all to make a picture, a big picture, once you got all of the figure boxes together. And I'm guessing this is the order in which you place them side by side. Alright, so we do get a read-up for Thor and SIF. Thor says, side by side with his childhood friend SIF, Thor strikes down the Marauders on Vanaheim, seeking to bring peace back to the 9 realms. And then the next read-up says, a longtime ally of Thor and a powerful Asgardian warrior, Sif battles with a double-bladed sword and a keen understanding of her enemies. And that's it. We do get a poster of the movie from Thor The Dark World, and that is everything. Let's get them out the box and see what we get here. And just like Yellow Jacket was the star from the Ant-Man 2-pack, I think SIF is going to be the star in this one. This is the first time ever we get a movie figure of SIF, and it's been long awaited. We have gotten plenty of Thors before. This is the first time we get a Dark World version of Thor. You can see the armor is different. We got some gold on there, but for the most part we've seen this Thor before. We'll start things off with the accessories. We'll have Mjolnir from Thor. Just a gray plastic. You can see the swirls in that plastic, that marbleized plastic that Hasbro uses sometimes, but they didn't wash the entire hammer. You can see they kind of put a black wash on the edges here, but not the entire hammer. I think they could have done the entire thing, so it didn't look so, so bright. I don't know. But there's the handle. We've seen this before. This is probably a reuse of the old mold. The same thing goes for Sif's shield right here. We can get a nice sculpt here. You can make it out. But they didn't paint it. They did not put a black... I think a black wash was all they needed for this one right here. It's got the color. It's got the metal silver color, but it does not have the wash in there. So it just looks bad like this. I don't like the way they didn't color it in. We do get the little straps here to put her arm in there. And then of course we do get these swords. We get 3 right here. Different sizes. We got a big one, we got a medium one, and then a smaller one right here. You can see the handles are different on each of them too. And that's all your accessories. Alright, as always, ladies first, and we're going to start off with SIF. And I gotta say, they nailed the likeness. They absolutely nailed it. That looks just like the actress. They even added on the mole on her cheek right there. think they did a good job. They're using the printing tech again for the face, and it came out very nice. That likeness is spot on. Very impressed by that face sculpt. And overall, the armor, you can see the armor, they sculpted it very nicely. It could use some wash, as always, but they just left it clean. Some wash on the red too, or the burgundy could have been nice. But overall, we got a new sculpt, of course, for SIF, and they could have used this opportunity to give us more articulation for a female mold. But it appears that we do not get an ab crunch. We don't get a double jointed elbow. And do we get a... no, we don't get a bicep swivel either. So, pretty much the same standard articulation for a female body mold. Yet again, the streak continues. They refuse to make a new one. So, but let's go ahead and head over to the articulation department. We got the head that swivels left. The hair will hinder it, so it can go at left. So we can get the hair over the shoulder and turn it more. Turn right. Same thing with the hair. So it's not too bad. It's gonna look up as far as the hair allows it to, which is not much at all. It's gonna look down till it. There you go. That's it. So it's on a hinge, but the hair will hinder it. The arms are going to move forward and back. They're going to go in and out. We do get soft plastic for the shoulder guards, so they don't hinder anything. We don't get a bicep swivel, as we mentioned. We get a single jointed elbow, swivel at the elbow. We get a hinged wrist and a swivel wrist. Diaphragm joint right there above the abdominal area. It's going to bend forward and back like this, so it's good motion to the back. And to forward crunch is not too bad. It's going to swivel there. We don't get a waist swivel, so that's the substitute. Heading over to the legs, we get T-jointed legs that will go forward. And we do get soft plastic for the skirt, so it doesn't hinder it too badly. In and out, it's got good range. We have thigh swivels, double jointed knees. We have ankles that hinge, and we do get a pivot. Looking at the God of Thunder, I gotta say, I'm not liking the face sculpt. He looks like he does not want to be here right now. I don't know. Looks kind of off. They did such a fantastic job with this one, looking just like her. And then on Thor, they kind of just, whatever, right? It's not, I mean, it could be worse, but it could be better too. The hair came out nice. We got this nice hair sculpt. I believe this is a new sculpt. And the cape looks new to me as well. Got some good texture in there. Look at that, nicely done. And then I like the gold. I really do like the gold on the body, on the armor. They could have gone with, again, wash on the arms. A silver paint with wash would have been nicer than just a regular gray plastic. So little gripes here and there, but overall I think the look looks nice. I like the armor. The head's gonna go left and right. The hair actually is more cooperative on this figure. It lets you turn the head better. Down, not really. What do we have here? We just have a ball joint. We don't have a hinge. That's weird. So it's not gonna go down at all, which is not good. It's not gonna go up either. So limited head articulation. We have the arms going forward and back, in and out. So good range there. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. We have a wrist that swivels and it hinges on the right hand on the side, so it does the little side hinge. And I believe this one's going to be, no, they're both side hinges, so that's interesting. Then we're going to go down to the diaphragm joint. It's going to move back a little bit forward, little crunch, and it's going to swivel right there. No waist swivel. We have T-jointed legs that move forward pretty nicely, and then in and out about this far. Thigh swivels, double jointed knees, and ankles are going to go forward and back on a hinge, and then we'll have a ankle pivot. Alright, so getting Thor next to Thor, this is the Avengers Infinity War version of Thor with the short hair, of course. And you can see they're about the same height. I think the camera kind of shows that. Gives the illusion that the new Dark World version is a little taller, but it's not. Looking at it through my eyes, they're about the same height, so I guess they did good with that. Actually do like the plastic color for the arms on the Infinity War version there. And he does look a lot more pale on the Infinity War. And there's Thor Ragnarok. Thor on the left side. Same height again. This time with a helmet. And I just reviewed this 2-pack. This is the Yellow Jacket and Ant-Man 2-pack. That's how they stack up. But pretty nice. Do recommend this 2-pack just for that yellow jacket. Check out the review if you have not done so already. There's Dwight Stahl Cap and Teenage Groot. We'll get Lady Sif next to them too. I do like how they gave her some height. She is an Asgardian, so I believe they're supposed to be just a tad bit taller. Now real quick, looking at the shield in her hand, it does seem to be a little too small. It definitely wasn't that small in the film, so the scaling might be a little off. And now, looking at it even now while she's holding it, real quick before I end the video, look at the gray they used for the shield compared to the silver gray they used for the armor. I mean, they could have used this color on this, but they didn't. I don't know. They kind of messed up on the shield, honestly. But aside from that, I like the figure. I think Sif is definitely the reason why you want to pick this up. And then Thor is just an add-on bonus, I guess. But Thor really isn't. I'm not really too crazy for this Thor. Still pretty cool to have this version in your collection. And for MCU collectors out there, Sif is definitely a must. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Leave a like if you did. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.